The reality is that you don't rise to the level of your income. You sadly fall to the level of your legal structure. And when it comes to asset protection, choosing the right attorney isn't optional. It's the firewall between keeping what you've built and losing it in one lawsuit. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the biggest red flags to avoid, the legal traps most people don't see coming, and just how to choose a real asset protection attorney, not a trust mill or a overglorified sales rep. So why does this matter? Asset protection is not estate planning. It's not tax mitigation. It's not tax deferral. It's not divorce protection. It's legal defense designed to stop financial predators, lawsuits, and creditor attacks before they happen. And that's a big key word there, before they happen. And because this space is starting to boom, it's becoming flooded with template sellers, non-attorney solution providers, and well-meaning estate planners or CPAs just giving bad advice outside their lane. The result is structures that look good on paper, but just collapse when they're actually challenged when they matter in court, in lawsuits. So let me ask you this. If you were sued tomorrow, would your current structure actually protect you or just look impressive in a binder? So let's go over some red flags to watch for. Red flag number one, they're not a licensed attorney. If someone's not a licensed attorney, there's no legal privilege, no accountability, no representation. This is like hiring your best friend to do your surgery because they watched a few medical videos on YouTube. Red flag number two, they sell the trust and walk away. Many firms charge a setup fee, give you, for example, a Cook Islands trust, and then they just vanish. There's no help funding the trust, no help transferring assets, no IRS compliance, no legal strategy. They're simply left holding a very expensive and dangerous template that you actually have no idea what to do with. Red flag number three, just sleazy sales tactics, discounts, fast action bonuses, limited spots. You're literally talking to a salesperson and not to an actual lawyer. And we've heard it all, and we all know when we're being sold to and not just educated. But this isn't a coaching course. If someone is selling you legal protection like, a subscription box, how solid do you actually think the plan is going to be? Red flag number four, IRS trust scams. The classic line is set up this trust, protect your assets, and never pay taxes again. That's not asset protection. That's tax evasion, and the IRS is actually prosecuting it. Real trusts are tax neutral. Anything else is just a landmine, and that landmine blows up on, you guessed it, you, not the person who drafted it. Red flag number five, S-Corp integration errors. I've seen firms tell clients straight out to just transfer S-Corps with millions of dollars worth of real estate into a foreign trust. That's just black letter law, which does not work. Foreign trusts can't hold S-Corp stocks. S-Corps can't be integrated into anything. That's why we don't use S-Corps for asset protection. So sadly, you get this type of advice from CPAs only thinking about tax mitigation and creating S-Corps and stuffing millions worth of real estate into it, or lawyers who have, not studied the IRS rules and just are repeating what they're told in sales scripts. And then, ultimately the S-Corp gets frozen and pierced and all the assets are lost. So what are some common legal pitfalls, like even for attorneys that aren't specializing in this area? Improper timing of transfers. You just waited too long, like after the lawsuit started, and you risk fraudulent conveyance at that point. The entire trust then can be invalidated. Remember, asset protection works when it's created before you're getting sued. Failure to maintain solvency. Courts won't uphold a plan that leaves you unable to pay your basic debts. No integration with estate planning, or just doing it the wrong way. Unethical advice. So, thinking of hiding assets, secrecy, or evading taxes, right? Hiding, secrecy, evading. That's not planning, it's criminal. Work with someone who follows the law. Nobody wants you to go to jail. What to look for in a real asset protection attorney. Here's 10 questions that I recommend you ask. Are you a licensed attorney with privacy protections? How long have you specialized in asset protection specifically? Do you serve clients like me, real estate investors, physicians, business owners? Do you help fund and integrate the trust or just sell the paperwork? Are your strategies tax neutral and IRS compliant? How do you help avoid fraudulent conveyance? Do you offer ongoing support and annual legal maintenance? Can you explain both domestic and offshore options for jurisdiction issues? Will I get a written legal plan with transparent pricing? Do you educate your clients or just process them? And here's a bonus question for you, which is really important. Can you provide me the case law? And sadly, most can't, they won't. Now, cost versus effectiveness. This is a big one. If cost is your only describing factor and you're just looking for literally like the cheapest trust or basic system to just check a box, there are legal solution providers and document mills out there. Just go to there. That might be completely fine for you if you just want to say like, yeah, I did something, check. There's a checkbox that works for you. But just know this, you're not getting protection, you're getting paperwork. You might as well just go to Vegas, it's just gambling. So ask yourself, what would cost more? Doing it right the first time or fixing it under pressure when it's too late? Because in this space, cheap mistakes become very expensive ones later on. So what do we do differently? At my law firm, we don't just draft trust. We build fully integrated, IRS compliant, court defensible asset protection systems designed to block lawsuits before they start, withstand creditor scrutiny, and hold up under legal pressure. We help clients fund their trust, coordinate with their CPAs and estate planners when we need to, avoid unnecessary IRS filing through hybrid models like our bridge trust, and maintain the structure over time with annual legal support. We're there for you. This is a working relationship. We're not just saying, here's the trust, good luck, spread your wings, and hopefully you can fly. So if someone truly needs a purely foreign trust, we can do it for you. And if you're not the right fit, I'll refer you to someone who is. We don't sell protection, we just build firewalls. So if what I said here makes sense and you'd like to see what a real legal solution would look like for your situation, click the link below to schedule a legal consultation. We'll help you figure out whether now's the right time to move forward or if there are key pieces that need to be fixed. Maybe you have key pieces that are just missing. Maybe you're a good fit, maybe you're not. I understand, there's different levels of protection for everyone, and we may not be the right fit for everyone. Either way, you'll walk away with clarity, not confusion. That's going to be backed by law. Like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who you think is looking for an asset protection attorney or just being pitched the wrong type of stuff. And remember, you don't rise to the level of your income, you fall to the level of your structure.